Hi, everyone. So Dr. Rutledge asked if I could give a tutorial on how I made my Bitmoji classroom for, I believe it was Module 3. So I'm going to show you my Module 3 Bitmoji classroom first, and I'm going to show you how you can make your own. So this was my classroom that I had made. I had first inserted a background. I added my own Bitmoji, and something really cool that you can do with Bitmoji classrooms is you can add links on top of the images that you choose to be in your classroom. So there are a bunch of different images that I linked to YouTube clips that I had actually made myself. And there are also other images that just had no link to it in general. I started out with like a click here to start, giving kind of like an overview of my Bitmoji classroom. And then I had click here when finished. So it actually led me on to the next few slides that were my student generated test. And then it ended with the references that I had used for this whole Bitmoji classroom. All right, so here's a sample presentation on how you can make your own classroom. The first thing you want to do is start by changing a background. So you can find any image on Google if you'd like. I basically just start with as simple as possible. I decided to go with a white wood background for this sample. And then it just came up with this. What's important about the background is you can't move it at all. So it's a stationary adjustment. You just make sure that you're not messing with it at all. You can change it at any time, but it's really good that you can't move it just because there's a lot of movable items in a Bitmoji classroom and it kind of gets annoying when you can move the background too. So the first thing you want to do after that is to add your own Bitmoji. So up here in this puzzle piece, you can actually put extensions on your computer. But if you decide not to do this on your own computer, say it's a work computer or you just don't feel like doing it, you can put just Google images on your own computer. If you have your own Bitmoji, you can put it through like your Snapchat or whatever Bitmoji app you have on your phone, send it to yourself via email and download it to your computer. I did that with a few of mine. Well, I'm not going to search the web. I would just upload it from my computer. So here's me holding a book again. And then the next thing I would want to do is I decided I wanted to add a window to my background. One thing about adding some images when you hit insert image is that some of these images do not actually have transparent backgrounds. They have the white in the background, so you want to make sure that you put that in whenever it's needed. This one I didn't need to do. I just put window. I'm going to slide myself down there. I'm going to insert another image, search the web, and I'm just going to put bookshelf. I'll show you what I mean. So when you put in bookshelf by itself, it just kind of comes up with bookshelves that you cannot use for your Bitmoji classroom, just Google images. But if you put bookshelf transparent background, then you're able to just insert that. Make it a little bigger and add it to your classroom. So again, this is just a very quick tutorial. Another insert you can do that would be helpful. You can insert plants, bean bags, whatever you want to do to make your Bitmoji classroom a little bit more fun and exciting. I'm just going to put books on a bookshelf to show you how I can link things to my to my Bitmoji classroom. So I'm going to make the books a little bit smaller, fit them on the shelf. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a link to it. So I'm going to make sure you click on the item. This image over here says insert link. And then what I did is I actually had my own YouTube and I was able to download clips to that. I'm just going to choose bilingualism, hit that, and I'm going to copy that. We'll go to that in 1 second. So I link it, I paste it, and I apply. So every time you click on those books, you're now going to get that bilingualism clip associated with those books. So finally, one last thing that I thought was really cool when I was learning how to do a Bitmoji classroom was to do animated features. So you can log on to Giphy, and it's basically just a bunch of GIFs and also standalone images, which I'm going to show you in a second. Let's do some snowfall in the back of your window. So you would just click on the image, you would hit copy link, and you want to make sure you go for the second link, the GIF link, and not the short link. You would go in and then you would actually insert it like it's an image. So you would say by URL, hit paste, insert, and you can't really see the snow too well because it's white, but if you would make a background that wasn't completely white, you would be able to see it a lot better. So I thought that that was really cool. I did that in a winter Google slide for my students. And you can also do like GIFs of people clapping and just interactive ones. Like we did one for field day that was like a bunch of students like jumping rope. So yeah, it makes it a little more exciting. And yeah, that's about it. Any questions, feel free to email me, and have a great day.